Bob!
Howdy hey, this is Frakbox, and I'm here with just myself, and apparently Nixie the Onyx. I think in the English version, I think this Onyx was named like Rocky or something, I want to say. I could be wrong about that, but I did find out what he's holding. Apparently, or is it, yeah, it's a he, okay. So he's holding a bitter berry, apparently, which cures confusion. So now I'm going to go put this Geodude in the box. There's actually something that I probably should have figured out how to do, probably off screen, but I need to figure out how to put Pokemon in the box. And, okay, so Bill's PC. Okay. I need to figure out how to put Pokemon... Okay. Oh, that's actually going to be pretty easy. So, Geodude, let's put you in the box. Don't need you anymore. Okay, this is... Okay, that's not as hard as I thought it was going to be. So, let us continue the training of Zubat. Also in between, I looked up the moves that I can expect Zubat to learn. I think he's going to learn another move at like level 12. If I remember, it was Bite? I think it was Bite. So that should be good. Oh, goodness. Okay, so I know that this one... So I did look it up in between. And Leech Life, which this is, Sanguisuga, is actually a Bug-type move, just as I thought it was. So I guess I just forgot what Bug-type was strong against, or just assumed that it was stronger than it really was. So Rugito, which is Growl, I think. Okay. So yeah, we're just training here. I completely forget what I was talking about in the last episode, other than just, I think, like, languages and something. Anyway. But I really do enjoy this game quite a bit. Now that I'm thinking of it, playing as much as I have, the Italian might not actually be as much of a barrier as I thought it was going to be. It might be like if I were playing in a language that I didn't recognize at all, something like Russian, right? Because I don't even know the alphabet. That might actually be much more of a serious challenge. With this, it's almost kind of like... It's almost kind of refreshing, almost, because... You know, it's almost like playing the game as a little kid who just can't even read their own native language, right? Just with the reasoning ability of an adult. I don't know, it's sort of a weird... Like, playing a video game in another language... What am I doing? Speaking of playing like a little kid. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, at least this thing has been nice to me and it hasn't been, you know, attacking me. It's been trying to growl me into submission here. So we'll just switch back to you and deal with this Hoot Hoot. But yeah, it's sort of strange, like half, like not even half, like maybe understanding, you know, like less than 10% of what's going on, but still like knowing the general structure of what's going to happen in the future. It's sort of a weird feeling. I'm sure that a lot of people who are kind of in my same boat, who have played a lot of this game, are kind of watching this and it's having the same experience for them. But I don't know. I guess I would recommend, if you play Pokemon a lot, try finding another language cart for it. This, I mean, just in the little bit that I've actually started, has really made me think different, you know? Because it's almost... I don't know, it's hard to explain. You just kind of have to try it. But, let's see, I don't think I'm going to catch a Spinarak. Because I don't know. I think Aranidos or something that it evolves into isn't, like, super strong or anything, so... here we go. So I hope all of you are staying safe with the coronavirus or COVID-19 out there. By the time this posts, this is probably going to be like a week or so after, so the coronavirus will either be like way more under control or it'll be way worse. So there's no real way to tell how far society is going to slide here. So I'm hoping that there's enough people at YouTube for this to still exist as a platform for me to upload to. I realize that it's not that serious, but it's my understanding is that the older you are, the more in danger you are. So basically, I'm 30. I actually just turned 30 a little bit ago. At the time of this recording, yesterday was my birthday. But this is going to come out again maybe like a week or two after. And it's funny because I recorded the first few episodes, I think like a day or two before my birthday, and then this is like a day after my birthday. And it's funny because I woke up on my 30th birthday and my back was hurting. And it was like, welcome to being 30. Hello, back pain. And then I went to work on my birthday and I forgot my glasses, which I mean, I can still, like, if I took off my glasses here, I can still read the screen. I can still I mean, the screen is what I would say about a meter and a half away from me, and I can still make out everything on the screen. It's just a little more blurry, so this kind of helps give some, I mean, it's not super blurry. I can still perfectly make out everything. It's kind of hard to describe, I guess. Hard to describe my own conditions. But, no, yeah, I forgot my glasses, so basically I had to turn everything on, because I work on a computer. I basically take calls all day. And I had to turn everything up on the computer browser to, like, 150%. Compared to, like, normal is 100%. I had to turn the size of all the all the words and everything, and the boxes and the you know what I mean. But you know what? I should have just switched over to I should have just switched over to Totodile. This was a total waste of time. I don't know what I was doing, but hopefully this Bellsprout just destroys itself, because I don't think it knows, like. Come on, just come on. There we go. Could have done that way faster. Okay. But at the very least, I'm at the point where I can defeat Bellsprouts. What an achievement. Let's... Yeah, okay. Zubat. I don't know. I think I was talking about in one of the last episodes that, like, I don't understand... Well, I guess I do understand, but I kind of like the way Zubat is modeled. It just shows up way too often, so. Benissimo, posso pedirli? Is that like, how can I help you or something? Or pass them to me or something? Arrivederci. Okay. So, just more grinding. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to think of other things to say than stuff about, like, the coronavirus and COVID-19, because that's been basically occupying my thoughts all day long, and it's kind of outrageous. But what can you do? But either way, as far as I'm probably not in too much trouble because I'm 30. I think that's the main point I was trying to get across. Even if I were to catch it, my potential for dying is not very high, because the only other complication I might have is I do have a thing with my lungs where if I work too hard, like if I sprinted like 100 meters, I'd be really out of breath. I'd have to lay down on the ground. But that only happens when I like sprint or like really, really overwork myself, doing a lot of like sprinting type behavior all at once. Which doesn't happen very often. So most of the time I'm walking around, I have totally fine lungs. But I think you can actually see the reason for that in my 23andMe video, which I did. I think it actually pointed to something like having to do with my lungs, but like I'm completely healthy otherwise. It's literally just when I'm like overworking myself, like for way too long. So I can still like lift boxes. I can still, I can jog, just fine. It's only when I'm sprinting. Which, that was even true back when I was, like, my healthiest. I would, like, run a 100-meter dash, right? And basically I'd finish the race, when I was running track in high school, and I'd just literally, like, lay on the ground and just start hyperventilating, essentially. And it would go away after a couple of minutes, but I just kind of thought that was normal, I just thought I, like, overworked myself, and I was just trying too hard or something, and... It was very interesting doing the 23andMe and seeing that, and I didn't realize, I didn't connect those at first. And then later on, a couple of weeks later, I was like, oh, that's probably what that is. Like, I connected the dots. But other than that, I have, like, I'm at risk of type 2 diabetes, but I'm on the keto diet, so I don't really eat any carbs at all. I've been kind of lazy about that. I've been, eating more carbs than usual, but basically, so long as I don't really eat carbs and bread and treats, and because I'm more of a bitter tasting as far as my preferences, I prefer bitter things. So long as I kind of just stick to not eating carbs, right? I'm not really at risk of developing diabetes, type 2 diabetes, that is. So overall, I'm pretty healthy. I mean, the lung thing is really the only thing I'm worried about, but, I'll probably be okay. It's gotten a lot easier to breathe, obviously, as I've lost weight from the keto diet, so... and I've gotten a lot more energy, and now my body feels like it's on the right... Oh, I'm stupid. I forgot that was a bug-type move. I'm just kind of grinding, so if that's not your thing, that's fine. But yeah, I was actually watching. Kind of sorry to talk about the coronavirus more, but I was watching a thing last night about the Spanish flu, and it's interesting. The Spanish flu is a lot more deadly, so let's be glad that it's not some like version of the Spanish flu that we're dealing with here. It's just the just basically slightly more deadly than the flu, than the regular seasonal flu. But it's very interesting because basically Spain, I guess the reason it's called the Spanish flu is because Spain was the only country, like when it first started, that was accurately recording the news, that was actually reporting the news. And so because there was a war going on, there was World War I. And so the other nations who were being affected by the Spanish flu, they were trying to downplay the effects of it happening literally on their troops. And it even passed from like the Allied side to the German side. And it strongly affected them. And it went through the entire world, but the Spaniards basically accurately reported the news that it was killing, 8 million people in Spain? And because they were honest about the news, it got labeled the Spanish flu instead of just, something else. This is a mistake. I wonder if Supersonic will work. Okay, so normal type moves don't work against ghosts, but status moves do? Okay. Wow, I should have been doing that from the beginning. My goodness. They're gonna do way more damage to themselves than I'm gonna do to them. That's for sure. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm pretty sure it just got out of... Pretty sure it got out of being... Is it? Yeah, okay, it's not confused anymore. Hopefully this thing wakes up. I know this is relatively low stakes, but, I still gotta beat this Ghastly. If I can just beat this Ghastly, then this Zubat is the best Zubat in the entire world. Well, I mean, not the entire world, but... Okay, it woke up. It didn't have any effect. Okay, so... You know what? I'm actually kind of tired of this Ghastly. I am done. I'm done with this Ghastly. Oh. Luigi, como va? Or how's it going? Do you have a minute? Oh, he wants to fight against me. With his Rattata that's in the top percentage of Rattatas. Okay. Okay, he's telling me about his... He caught he tried to catch a thing. Spinnerack. Okay. So, do we want to face his top percentage Rattata, or do we want to just ignore him? If you want me to face him, let me know in the comments. Because I think I'm actually going to finish recording, as far as the last one I'm going to record for today. This is going to be the last episode I'll record today. So, if you want me to catch him, let me know. And I will, or not catch him. if you want me to fight him, let me know and I'll do it. So I wonder if I should do something else for the beginning, for the... Let me... because I do want to continue training the Zubat. We'll just continue training the Zubat. That is the way that I would play the game, so it's the way I'm going to play the game. And if you're not okay with that, then that's okay. That's your prerogative. So, but getting really tired of these Spinneracks though, making me have to switch over to Totodile and get poisoned, and then go to the Pokemon Center. Oh, and then push the wrong buttons. Come on, Totodile, come on. Okay, here we go. Zubat, Basta, Retrenta. Okay, so like Basta is like stop, I think. So Basta and then like retreat or something, or return. I'm pretty sure. I remember hearing that in the original Pokemon games, so I was reminded because Totodile has this move. In the original Pokemon games, Rage, I guess, didn't work properly or something. I don't know. I've heard about that. I'll have to look up more about it and talk about it in the next episode. But pretty sure Rage was like broken or something. I don't know. It also locked you into using it as well. So if you used Rage in the original Pokemon games, like Blue, Yellow, Red, you'd actually have to just keep using it, which meant you just basically kept using it until you either died or they died. So let's see if we can beat this Poliwag. I'm pretty sure we can beat this Poliwag with the Zubat. Although it probably knows Hypnosis, right? Okay, it hurt itself. Good. So we're doing... That was, what, like an 1/8 of damage? I'm pretty sure that's what the confusion... Oh, no, it's based off of their attack stat or something. Or, like, the difference between their attack stat and their defense stat or something. It's something like that. I forget. But... Also, if anybody has any names that I should give to these Pokemon, make sure and type them out in the comments, because... I didn't give them kind of names on purpose. I kind of wanted to see what the names of them are in Italian, but it looks like they're just kind of the English names. I don't know if they changed that in later versions of Pokemon. Or in later editions. Because I know that in Chinese, they did actually change a lot of the different versions of Pokemon. Although that had more to do with the fact that the games, I guess, technically weren't in there, and it was based off the anime. So the anime had their own names, and then when they officially released the games, they had to like make official names essentially. So, but yeah, if you want me to name them something specific, write it down in the comments, and I'll see about making that happen. And if we have multiple names that people want, then we'll have some sort of contest to decide what the names of the Pokemon are. Yeah, so just kind of depends on your guys' participation. If nobody suggests any names, I'll just kind of leave them blank. Obviously, don't suggest anything that's not family-friendly or general audiences, because this is technically a family channel, technically? I mean, you know, we discuss all sorts of things here, but, you know, I try to keep it at least general audiences. I know that's what YouTube prefers. They would prefer everybody be, for families, but also not child-friendly because of their COPPA laws. It's so hard to navigate COPPA because it's like, we want you to be family-friendly and not curse, but we also want you to not be... We want you to not be, you know, like, attract 13-year-olds to the site, you know, or younger. So, we have to ride that line as content creators of, like, well, do I want to create content that I want to make? Or, like, should I make myself more vulgar in order to make sure that I don't get hit by COPPA? Or should I, like, be more family-friendly and just label all my videos for kids? So, right now I'm just hoping that the general audience exception prevents me from getting, basically taken down at all. Because, I mean... I'm hoping that I don't get that $42,000 fine. Because really, I mean, like, I'm a 30-year-old dude. I'm making videos for adults, essentially. But I'm family-friendly. So it's just by the nature of my profession and what I've done in life. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'll probably talk more about this in the next episode, but either way, this is Frakbox. Have a great day.